Hey YouTube, Tilly JS. I got to comment on the incident with the NFL player Ryan Moats, the the Houston Texas. He's a running back. He was pulled over by a policeman. Apparently, he rolled through a stop sign, but he was going. He had his hazard lights on, and he was going through going to the hospital to visit his mother-in-law, who was not visit. She's dying. She was dead, and then she died that night. Damn, I can't even talk. And the big controversy is with the cop that basically held him up, and there's going to be a big outrage. There's a big outrage over it, and I just wanted to comment on it real quick. I'm just going to rant back and forth on different issues. What the cop did, he did nothing wrong. Me personally, putting the emotion into it, I think his ass should be fired. But intellectually, he did nothing wrong. Just because you turn your hazard lights on does not mean that you can break our laws. And before I even get started on this rant, some of these laws are fucking stupid. Why are traffic lights on when there's no traffic? Why can't they flash red and flash yellow? And I get why, but I'm just saying. I mean, that's why laws shouldn't be black and white, because their life is not black and white. But anyway, but in a black and white world, which is where I'm going, he had no right to run through that stoplight, regardless of the issue. And then he ran through a stop sign too, so he did a couple moving violations. What the cop did was absolutely right. The shut up, you got a bad attitude, I'm going to put you in jail, or I can put you in jail. It doesn't solve anything, but you got to realize cops don't get paid shit, so you're not going to get the best of the best and the most compassionate people. And you also got to realize from the cop perspective that they deal with assholes every fucking day. And put yourself in that situation that a big black guy, not to be prejudiced toward it could have been a big white guy. Who cares? Fuck it. Fuck the race. But just this big muscular fucker steps out of the truck, because you can imagine. I think if you watch the video, he steps out real quick along with his family because they're running to the emergency room. That makes sense. So you don't know what he's doing. But and this is the NFL player's fault, because when the police starts questioning him, he didn't really respond the way he should have. I think the cop asked him, I need your insurance and registration. Well, I got none. Well, that's fucking stupid, dude. I'm assuming you're a college graduate, because I don't think you were a superstar and left early. I could be wrong on that. But you're a college graduate. You can't use more common sense than that. What he should have done, this whole situation could have been resolved real quick. He should have just had his license, his registration in his hand, said, here. And then when the cop said, I will tow your vehicle, then say, fine, motherfucker, tow my vehicle, and I'll own your badge in the morning. But anyway, he instigated the whole thing by copping an attitude. He should have just kept walking, and I'm going to go with the way, but anyway, just follow me on this, people. He should have just kept walking to the emergency room, and if the cop said, I'm going to tow your vehicle, sir, stop, then he could have said, look, dude, my mother-in-law is dying, you're welcome to come up here. And that's something the cop should have done. That was simple. He could have went in and verified. Walk into the emergency room or said, what floor are you going to? Then I'll walk with you. Go up to the nurse's station. There could be a HIPAA violation, so I don't know if technically he can do that. Or just say, does this person have a family member here? I don't know if he can ask technically if they're dying, because I think that's a HIPAA privacy violation. But he could have verified it very easily and just said, and still wrote him the ticket, just said, okay, fine, give me your license while he's up there, and, give him a ticket. It could have been done with. It could have been easily handled. It was handled poorly on both parts, to be realistic, but I don't like cops anyway. I think they're fucking douchebags, and this guy just proved it. But, again, it's not all the cop's fault. He should not be fired. He did nothing wrong. Just because you break the law, just because somebody's dying, does not mean that you, for instance, if a black dude, white dude, Asian dude is in jail and his family's dying, that doesn't mean you're getting out of jail. You broke the law. Just because just because you have an inconvenience with your family doesn't mean that you can override the law. That is the purpose of society. But anyway, I get it. He should have the cop could have fucking easily fixed it. But here's the other thing. Let's say that NFL player just said, fuck you, pig. Here's my ID, throws his ID and his insurance card at him. fucking tow the motherfucker, I don't care. And he starts running to the emergency room. What if, I don't think the cop would have shot him because he was at a hospital. But let's say he tasered him. Or, I mean, it could have turned into something crazy. And then it really would have been an issue. I mean, so you just don't know. But to be fair with the cop, I mean, you got to kind of put yourself in him in that situation. But once the guy wasn't confrontational, I don't think he was confrontational. All other his arm flailing just a little bit, but you can't see a whole lot in the video. And his just, I mean, you can tell in his voice, he's like, "My mother is dying, man." And I don't know. I mean, anybody can bullshit anybody, but the cop. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. The cop should have just went and verified the fucking thing. But cops are assholes, and they're power trippers. But he did nothing wrong, and he shouldn't lose his job. YouTube, what do you think? And you think Ryan Moats could have handled it a little bit better? I understand the emotional duress, fries brain cells, until it's over. But it could have been handled better on both parts. Point of story. I hope he doesn't lose his job. What do you think, YouTube? Peace out.